Today's lesson is on solving inequalities using multiplication and division. First, we'll look at solving an inequality using multiplication. We're going to solve the inequality and then graph the solution. So for number 1, we have a divided by 2 is less than 4. If we are dividing by 2 in the problem, we need to multiply by 2 to solve. So we have a is less than 8 because 4 times 2 is 8. Now we need to graph this inequality. So we'll go ahead and put 8 on our number line, and then to the right we have 9 and 10, and to the left of 8 we have 7 and 6. Our symbol is less than, so we have an open circle at 8, and the numbers that are less than 8 would be the numbers to the left, so we will shade to the left. Now for number 2, we have n over 7 is greater than or equal to -1. For this problem, we are dividing by 7, so we need to multiply by 7 to solve. So on the left-hand side, we have n, and then we have is greater than or equal to, and -1 times 7 is -7. Now we will fill out our number line, so we have -7, and then to the right, we have -6 and -5. And to the left, we have -8 and -9. Our symbol is greater than or equal to, so we have a closed circle at -7, and the numbers that are greater than or equal to -7 would be the numbers to the right. So we will shade to the right. And now for number 3, we have -6 and 4/10 is greater than or equal to W divided by 5, or W over 5. Since we are dividing by 5, we need to multiply by 5 to solve. And 5 times -6 and 4/10 is -32. So we have -32 is greater than or equal to W, which is the same thing as saying W is less than or equal to -32. Now we need to fill out our number line. So we have -32, and then to the right we have -31, and -30, and then to the left we have -33, and -34. Our symbol that we're working with is less than or equal to, so that would be a closed circle at -32, and the numbers that are less than or equal to -32 would be the numbers to the left. So we will shade to the left. Now we're going to look at solving an inequality using division. So we'll solve the inequality and then we'll graph the solution. So for number 4, we have 4b is greater than or equal to 36. Since we're multiplying 4 times b, we need to divide to solve. So we'll divide both sides by 4. So we have b is greater than or equal to 36 divided by 4, which is 9. Now we'll go ahead and fill out our number line. So we have 9, and then to the right we'd have 10 and 11, and to the left we have 8 and 7. Our symbol is greater than or equal to, which tells us we have a closed circle at 9, and the numbers that are greater than or equal to 9 would be the numbers to the right. So we will shade to the right. For number 5, we have 2k is greater than -10. Since we're multiplying 2 times k, we will divide by 2 to solve. So we'll divide 2 on both sides. So we have k is greater than -10 divided by 2, which is -5. Now we'll fill out our number line. So we have -5, and then to the right we would have -4 and -3. And then to the left, we have -6 and -7. Our symbol is greater than, so we will have an open circle at -5, and the numbers that are greater than -5 would be the numbers to the right. So we will shade to the right. And now for number 6, we have -18 is greater than 1 and 5/10 times q. Since we are multiplying 1 and 5/10 times q, we will divide by 1 5/10 to solve. Negative 18 divided by 1 5/10 is negative 12. So we have negative 12 is greater than Q. We can also rewrite this to say that Q is less than negative 12. Now let's fill out our number line. So we have negative 12, and then to the right we'd have negative 11 and negative 10. And to the left we have negative 13 and negative 14. Our symbol is less than, so that tells us we have an open circle at negative 12. And the numbers that are less than negative 12 will be the numbers to the left. So we will shade to the left. Now we're going to look at solving inequality using multiplication again. So we'll solve the inequality and we'll graph the solution. So for number 7, we have P divided by negative 4 is less than 7. Since we're dividing by negative 4, we need to multiply by negative 4 to solve. When we multiply or divide by a negative number, we need to change the inequality symbol. So if we have less than, it becomes greater than. Or if we had less than or equal to, it would become greater than or equal to. So for this problem, we are multiplying by negative 4. So we just have P, and since we multiplied by a negative, instead of having less than, we now have is greater than, and then 7 times negative 4 is negative 28. Now we can graph our solution. So on our number line we have negative 28, and then to the right we have negative 27 and negative 26, and to the left we have negative 29 and negative 30. Our symbol is greater than, so we have an open circle at negative 28. And the numbers that are greater than negative 28 would be the numbers to the right. So we'll shade to the right. And now for number 8, we have x divided by negative 5 is less than or equal to negative 5. Since we're dividing by negative 5, we're going to multiply by negative 5 to solve. So we have x. And then our symbol, since we are multiplying by a negative, needs to be reversed. So since it's less than or equal to, it becomes greater than or equal to. And then negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. So we have x is greater than or equal to 25. Now we'll fill out our number line. So we have 25, and then to the right we have 26 and 27. And to the left we have 24 and 23. Our symbol is greater than or equal to, which means we have a closed circle at 25. And the numbers that are greater than or equal to 25 would be the numbers to the right. So we will shade to the right. Now we're going to look at solving inequality using division again. So we'll go ahead and solve our inequality and then graph the solution. So for number 9, we have negative 2r is greater than or equal to negative 22. We are multiplying negative 2 times r, so we need to divide to solve. So we'll divide both sides by negative 2. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, our inequality symbol is reversed. So we have r on the left-hand side. Instead of having greater than or equal to, we have less than or equal to, since we divided by a negative, and then negative 22 divided by negative 2 is 11. So we have that r is less than or equal to 11. Now we can fill out our number line. So we have 11, and then to the right we have 12 and 13, and to the left we would have 10 and then 9. Our symbol is less than or equal to, which tells us we have a closed circle at 11. And then the numbers of less than or equal to 11 will be the numbers to the left. So we'll shade to the left. And now for number 10. We have negative 4/10 times y is greater than or equal to negative 12. We are multiplying negative 4/10 times y, so we'll divide by negative 4/10 to solve. So on the left-hand side, we just have y. Since we divide by a negative, we're going to switch our sign to less than or equal to. And then negative 12 divided by negative 4/10 is 30. So we have y is less than or equal to 30. Now we can fill out our number line. So we have 30, and then to the right we have 31, and then 32, and to the left we have 29 and 28. Our symbol is less than or equal to, so we would have a closed circle at 30, and the numbers that are less than or equal to 30 are the numbers to the left. So we will shade to the left.